And obviously, everything is run by the HaShem, and we'll see why. So first and foremost, if we look at the weekly parasha, I always like to take some things from the parasha. Parashat Vaera starts off with God speaking to Moshe, "Vayomer elav ani Adonai." Hashem spoke to Moses, says, "I'm God." Why does he say I'm God? He knew he was God. We already spoke to him last week. It's not the first conversation they had. Why are you reminding him he's God? Because Moshe had some questions for Hashem. He said, "Hashem, why did you send me to Egypt?" And Paro didn't listen. Paro, the wicked, I told him, God told me to tell you to release his people, to release his children. And Paro not only didn't listen, he made life more miserable for my brothers. Why'd you make me the messenger? Why didn't you just do before me? So Hashem Yitbarach tells Moshe Rabbeinu something that's critical. Vayidaber Elohim el Moshe vayomer elav ani Adonai. God spoke to Moses and said to him, "I am God." What do you mean I am God? I know you're God. If God spoke to you, you wouldn't know. What do you think, it's me? What do you think, it's some guy? What do you think, it's some rabbi? If God spoke to you, you'd know. When God speaks to you, you know. Trust me, you know, for sure. No questions. He speaks to you, no questions. Anyone says, I think God spoke to me, he didn't speak to you. If you think, he didn't speak to you. I think God's telling me this. If you think, it's not God, it's you. If you still have doubts, it's not God, it's you. Yetzirah, Yetzirah Tov, whatever it is, it's just not God. If you're still thinking. Because God's clear. When he wants you to know something, he makes it clear. Very, very clear. If it's not clear, it's not God. So, God spoke to Moses and says to Moses, I'm God. But I know it's God. Why are you mentioning I'm God? Rashi, Alav Shalom, says, God is teaching Moshe Rabbeinu the most important mitzvah in the entire Torah. The foundation of all of Judaism. The foundation of all of the psukim in the Torah. The foundation of everything in the world. Foundation of logic, foundation of rational behavior, foundation of everything and anything that's any good in the world. When he says, I am God, he's telling him, I'm trustworthy to bring reward and punishment. I'm God, meaning I know what I'm doing, and the reward will be given to the righteous, and the punishment will be given to the wicked. That's what Rashi says. He's not telling him, oh, listen, don't worry, everything's going to be okay. No, he's telling, I'm God, I know what I'm doing, I've been here. If you're righteous, you'll get rewarded when the time comes. If you're wicked, you'll get punished when the time comes. There's no questions asked. There's no, oh, listen, maybe he's going to get away with it because he's a nice guy. Or maybe he's going to get away with it because he had a bad father or a bad mother or a bad brother or bad friends or his dog bit him or the cat looked at him the funny way or the fish died and made him depressed for 25 years. Whatever crazy excuse people have for their behavior. He says, no, I'm God. Meaning, there's reward and there's punishment. Why is this the most important mitzvah? Why? Because without reward and punishment, the entire world will be tov avoh. The entire world will be simply no purpose. It will just be a disaster. If there's no reward and punishment, you can just do whatever you want.